And we are live. We're live. Well, good morning. Good morning, folks in Rochester and folks beyond Rochester who just happen to be tuned into the ABC Facebook page. My name is Jerome Underwood, President and CEO of Action for a Better Community. And I'm here with a couple of amazing colleagues in Dr. Paula Cupertino and Dr. Lakia Wilson, who you will hear from both of them shortly, to talk about ABC's signature conference, which comes up next week, January 12th. We started January 12th with 2 virtual sessions, and also January 19th with 2 other virtual sessions. And we're bringing back our awards breakfast this time, and that's going to be January 26th. So to give some context, a couple of years ago, all of us were forced into this virtual environment for doing our conferences. And I have to admit, it was really, really tough for ABC because typically we didn't do a conference. We used to host a signature luncheon where so many people in Rochester used to just come, and what we did was give out awards to well-deserving people. And the pandemic forced us and many others away from that. And what we did, our very first conference 2 years ago, it seems like last week, when we decided that we had to attack the issues that were really plaguing our community. And that first conference, that first virtual conference we did was themed Racism is a Public Health Crisis, Attacking the 2 Pandemics. It was extremely successful. And the reason it was successful was because of the content that we put together, and our panelists and keynote speakers delivered excellent with respect to the issues that are facing not only Rochester, but the wider community. So we dealt with the causes of racism, the various types of racism. We saw how the pandemic had an adverse effect, a more adverse effect on people of color and people who are poor. So we dealt with that and put together some action items coming out of that. During the year, that year being 2021, there was sort of a buzz that continued out the conference, and we realized that we had hit a nerve with this community. So the following year, a year ago, we followed up our first virtual conference with a conference by the theme of economic justice for an inclusive recovery. Let me repeat that. Economic justice for an inclusive recovery. See, because the government had taken steps to inject a significant amount of money into communities that were impacted by COVID. Rochester and Monroe County among those, and unprecedented funds started to come to agencies like ABC, but certainly the government, including school districts and the county government and city government. And our push, along with our other community partners, was to make sure that the recovery was not business as usual, hence economic justice. This year, 2023, the theme for our conference is empowerment, equity, and accountability, the journey ahead. Empowerment, equity, and accountability, the journey ahead. The journey ahead because we know we're not there yet. But we at ABC, along with our partners, which I'll mention some of them in a bit, we are committed to working with ours to provide empowerment for our residents, particularly those who have been economically and socially, emotionally marginalized. To provide empowerment in a way that is equitable, because we know that things have not always been equitable, not only in Rochester, but across this country. And we know equitable is very different from equality. So in our contention, when we allocate resources, we being the big we need to allocate resources in a way that is not place or race neutral, because that's where the disparities lie. In order to get to equity, we have to, in my words, we have to discriminate on behalf of those who have been marginalized. I'm proud to say that our community partners have seen it fit to help sponsor this event, and I want to give significant appreciation and congratulations, if you will, for M&T Bank for stepping up to be a presenting sponsor, and also University of Rochester and Wilmot Cancer Institute for agreeing also to be presenting sponsors. We have a number of other sponsors who you will hear about, but this live, we want to encourage you to get registered for the conference. The content is going to be really, 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 really special. We think we're going to be focusing on 5 key areas of health disparities. We're going to be looking at DEI and what it should be doing to this community. We're going to assess that with panelists. We're going to be looking at closing the racial wealth gap through greenlining. Certainly, we're going to be looking, we cannot ignore the violence that's been plaguing so many communities, but certainly here in Rochester. Just even early this morning, there was a shooting right outside one of our Head Start centers on Hudson Avenue. We are not unmoved by that because we have little children. And also it's across the street from Franklin High School, or the Franklin campus, where our children are our most vulnerable resources. So these are the things that impact us deeply. We're going to be talking about all of that at this conference. But now I'm going to make way to one of my partners in good, Dr. Paula Cupertino, who's going to talk about, she's going to be a panelist, but she's going to talk about health disparities, and in particular, her field of cancer and the things that, is going to give you a sneak preview of what you can look forward to on January 12th. And again, we're urging you to get registered and to get ready to participate virtually in this conference. Dr. Paula Cupertino, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Unfortunately, we, as Mr. Underwood highlight, we already had a morning that it's calling for our action, right? The shooting that happened this morning. And, I don't want to repeat the vision that Mr. Underwood shared with us for putting together this conference, but I do want to make some highlights on why you should right now go into the ABC page and find the QR code and check out the agenda that it's available there with an immediate opportunity for you to register now. So there's a call of action to come together. I can't, I think our community, there is a sense of gratitude for Mr. Wood and ABC for creating this space on the 12th, 19, and 26 for us to come together to address so many things that are not right in our community. Why you should attend? What is unique about this opportunity? One, as you check the agenda and using the QR code, is the breadth of the speakers coming that are going to be across these 3 days. It's a diverse panels, of people who understand, has been given their life for addressing disparities and thinking about social determinants of health, but also their passion. You're gonna be hearing the passion that you also have to address and eliminate. We will spend a little bit of time throughout the days on a review of some highlights on the outrageous disparities, the unacceptable that we live with daily. For example, in terms of cancer, we're going to be sharing some data, alarming data. If our region were a state, we would be the second highest cancer incidence in the country. So, and I know many other indicators, but more than just doing this highlight that we know and we are familiar with, we want to move into solutions. This is the call for action. And throughout the day, you're going to hear some innovative ways on how in the different efforts, we're bringing community, right? We can't get this job done without disengagement of all of us. all of you and all organizations and individuals, right? So you're going to be hearing about innovative models to address different elements of disparities. You're going to hear about some assertive ways that we are addressing social determinants of health and the structural racism and the structural systematic issues that needs. So come, you're going to have an opportunity. Unfortunately, nobody has the bullet, the magic answer, but together we can think about, and this is the venue for you to come. Another highlight that you're going to see is the attention that ABC and the partners have put it in engaging the youth, the future, the way that we can interrupt this generational persistence of health disparities. So there are going to be opportunities to highlight them, and they're going to be in attendance. And I think that's something that brings us to why we need to come in. There's going to be a celebratory aspect because we have been making progress, and awards will be given. Come and share and listen to some of the highlights of the communities or the efforts that are leading and can serve as a model to all of us on how to achieve success. They're going to be a celebratory. We need to stop and celebrate where we are, on top. We're going to get to know each other. What is great. I'm sure that by the end, come and join us. Check out the agenda. New partnerships are going to be established. We're going to come together, and I am sure new collaborations. We are going to increase the trust that's needed for us to move together towards policy change and much more. So ABC and the organizing committee has spent a lot of time. Check out the agenda and register today. Share with others. Share with at least one person why they should attend the conference. And now, I want to hear, and I'm sure you're going to appreciate very much the perspective that Dr. Nikia Wilson is bringing to the conference. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am so honored to be invited back to participate in ABC's signature conference, Empowerment, Equity, and Accountability, the journey ahead. I cannot contain my excitement about this conference. On January 12th, the morning session will focus on reducing health disparities. We already started to initiate certain calls of action on the last conference towards our health partners. What we need to address now is where are we now in relation to some of those calls of action? What has been done, accomplished? What are some of our successes? Who's doing the work? How do we hold our health partners accountable? Are we reducing health disparities? Are we addressing the social determinants of health? Health is so much more than what happens in the doctor's office. It's all around us. It's our education, our home lives, our community lives. So much impacts our health. Are we partnering with the community? Are we elevating the voice of the community and our patients? Are we seeing our patients as experts in their lived experience? Are we looking at change of systems, changing of how we provide care, how we improve access to care? We should move away from that model of all care should be within hospital walls or whatnot, and it actually should move out to the community where people are. I am so pleased to announce that Sharita Bullock will be our keynote speaker for the morning of January 12th. If you do not know who she is the executive director of Healthy Baby Network. Her work is centered around Brown and Black families and reducing racial and health disparities and birth disparities, especially around pregnancy. After that, we will have an extraordinary panel of trailblazers who are reducing health disparities in our community. Our panel includes Dr. Carolyn Jacobs, who is a community pediatrician and advocate. She is well known in the community for the work that she does, and she is so loved by her patients. And you've already heard from Dr. Paula Cupertino. She is our professor from Public Health Sciences and Oncology with the University from the Wilmot Cancer Center. So we're going to hear more from her on January 12th. Also, Dr. Gina Kyler. She's an internal medicine physician, but currently she is the VP of Health Equity and Community Investment for Excellis Blue Cross Blue Shield. And last but not least, Dr. Edith Williams, who is the founding director of Office of Health and Equity Research at the university. And I am pleased to announce that I will also be the moderator of this fantastic panel. I do want you all to check out ABC's website, click and register today. And during that process, you will have full access to the bios of our panelists and keynote speakers. I think this is going to be a great opportunity, great conversations. I'm so excited to hear what has been happening, what needs to be done more, and just the successes, the wins, the small wins that we have to continue to propel us forward. Mr. Underwood, am I missing anything else?
That was quite comprehensive. Both Dr. Cupertino and Dr. Wilson, I'm thrilled that you both are active participants, not only in the conference, but on the planning team. And it's a clear example of, when we work with our partners, we really end up with a better outcome. And Dr. Wilson and Dr. Cupertino referred to the social determinants of health. That's where we're working. Collectively, this conference is designed not to analyze what our challenges are, because we know what they are. The conference is designed to make sure that we can act in a way that is going to reduce the various health disparities, but do so in a way that we address the systemic issues that impact all of the various social determinants of health. Because I would probably bet my last nickel to say that individuals who have to get up and go to work tomorrow and live in a safe environment, and they're working at jobs that pay them decent, livable wages, the likelihood that they're going to be involved in any sort of nefarious activity, particularly violence against themselves, their partners, or people that they don't know, is going to go close to zero. So I say that to say, in summing up what the intent of the conference is, and you can, again, go to abcinfo.org and you will see the entire conference overview. You will see what our objectives are, but you can register to participate in the conference. It's designed, with asset-based thinking. We're not here to beat up anyone or to be beat up. We're here to work collectively with our partners to figure out solutions to the challenges that we know are keeping us from realizing our individual and collective potential as a community. So again, we're thankful for those of you who joined us live. We're thankful for those who are going to see this after. Please share with your networks. There'll be a QR code that you can register. Who is this conference for? It's for everyone. It's for everyone. As Dr. Cupertino mentioned, we're going to have a large number of students who are participating because, and back to our theme, empowerment, equity, and accountability, the journey ahead. For sure, we want to empower our young people. As they matriculate into adulthood, we want to make sure that we provide the kind of supports that they need to become really positive participants in this community. And we actually need to listen to them as well, because they have thoughts and ideas. But we're going to close shortly, but I want to say again, thank you for those who joined. And again, we're bringing back the awards breakfast, and that's going to be on January 26th at the Memorial Art Gallery, starting at 8 a.m. There are some really deserving people in this community. We haven't done our awards event in 3 years. So we had lots of really good recommendations. We also have our inaugural. We have an inaugural corporate citizen award that we're going to be giving out. And that was kind of tough to pick as well. So that'll be the first of its kind. But we think this corporation that we're going to honor has been doing not only for ABC, but throughout this community, they have been acting in a way that we think espouses the values that we share. So again, I want to thank our two presenting sponsors, which are M&T Bank and University of Rochester and Wilmot Cancer Institute. Please register. You need to be there so that we can all together see what we can all do to create an environment that guarantees equity and justice for all. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon. Peace.
See you soon.